If you don't believe, you have to believe you're weird.
This is pretty upsetting, but I'll tell you that.
Hold on. Right now we live in a world where we're all cool, and we didn't hear it. In about 30 seconds, we may have all heard it. Do you want to live in that world? You can decide no and pass the mic back, sincerely, right now.
If you guys will let me leave the theater at the end of this without...
Now we need to hear it. Let's go. It's time we open the floor to a segment we're calling Keep Portlanders Weird. First of all, it's lovely to see all of you at this sold-out show. Now, here's how this is going to work. Take a moment and think. How weird am I? This is a room with hundreds of people, and I want you to search your soul, and I want you to think, is it possible I'm the weirdest person in this room? It's not weird that you love your dog. It's not weird that you stay up late. I want to freak. All right? Now that you've searched your soul, I want you to raise your hand if you believe you might be the wow, so fast. Holy shit. I want you to raise your hand if you think you're the weirdest person in this room. Now, I also want you to keep in mind that this is a podcast that is actually extremely popular. And so I would like you not to be confessing to a crime. Crime isn't weird, crime is cool. So this is about being weird. We are gonna find, ideally, 5, you gotta keep it tight, and then we're gonna rank you and find the weirdest person in this room, okay? Who thinks they've got a shot at this? We got, wow. Let's go to this person. Yeah, you can stand. Hi. You have one sentence. What makes you weird?
When I was younger, my dad worked for the zoo, and he would bring home dead animals, and I would keep them in formaldehyde.
All right. Can anyone beat that? That woman can beat it. Her hand went up so fast. You're fucked. Let's put formaldehyde up. Well, now you sound like a killer. We actually didn't think that, but now we do.
When I was in 4th grade, a farmer told me he was going to slaughter all the ponies. So I stole one, took it home, fed it peanut butter and jelly, and let about 200 go free.
That's cool. That's cool. All right. Just gonna rank in real time. No, let's go back to that woman behind you because she was so gung-ho. Ma'am, you were ready.
I can't beat that.
You can't. Thank you for admitting it. That does mean you're not. If you don't believe, you have to believe you're weird.
This is pretty upsetting, but I'll tell you that.
Hold on. Right now we live in a world where we're all cool, and we didn't hear it. In about 30 seconds, we may have all heard it. Do you want to live in that world? You can decide no and pass the mic back, sincerely, right now.
If you guys will let me leave the theater at the end of this without...
Now we need to hear it. Let's go. That's a fucking weird... Okay, just so we know where we're at, right now, I have to say, formaldehyde is beating ponies because if the animals are dead, it's weirder. You're up.
I think Mike Johnson is pretty hot.
Okay. Moving up the leaderboard. Let's get 2 more. Can you beat any of those 3? Again, we have someone who is, I guess, preserving dead zoo animals, stealing and feeding ponies.
Hundreds of ponies.
Hundreds of ponies.
Where does that happen?
Portland.
I haven't seen a single pony.
And we have finding Mike Johnson hot. Anybody else want in? By the way, I like that it's only women participating. You fucking boring ass Portland beta cuck men. Fucking soft ass flannel hiking fleece boys. I'm sorry, who has the mic and how can we help you? Hi.
Hello. Starting in my early 20s, I began a long-running street cone klepto phase to the point to where, like, my boss at my job supported my fucking habit, and I had a massive collection of cones. People at my work started giving me, like, ornaments. And then, like, 2 weeks ago, my other half just shows up with a miniature fucking cone out of nowhere because it was just a thing. I once stopped on a date driving around town, screeched my tires, picked up a fucking cone, stuck it in my trunk. That was the only date we ever went on. Okay, here's the thing. It's an art because nobody wants to be fucking up anybody's construction sites or safety issues, so you look for the orphan cone, and you get the orphan fucking cone.
The cone thing is going up. The cone thing's going up. That, I have to say, that is, you know why? Because because it's lifelong. Because it's ongoing. Because it's an unquenchable habit. It does feel vaguely sexual.
I've never sat on any of them. The last one that I had, I said never.
But
young man.
But, and that's what you do it with. But, I do feel like the psychic veil between you and fucking one of these cones. It's gossamer.
The irony.
You can see through it.
The irony is,
you haven't pierced
I hate
it, but you can
the
see
color
through
orange.
it.
I hate the color
Oh
orange.
yeah, that's what this is about.
But
You hate orange. Give me a fucking break. Yeah. That's what, when people hate something, they screech their car to a stop and bring it close. Lenny hated the rabbits.
I'm not indifferent to
Lenny
them.
hated
I
those
get
little
it.
cute rabbits too. Come on.
The last one I stole, I left in my old Nissan Sentra that I recently salvaged, and so somewhere salvage yard has my last pet cone.
Absolute stone cold fucking freak.
Take this
There's a
fucking mic
person
back.
here who basically had dead animals as pets, and that person is not as weird as you. You're weirder than them. That's amazing. Does anybody want to take a shot at beating that? Her hand went up. I can tell you which animal. No. Wait, I'm sorry. One moment. What's the biggest animal that you put in?
It was, no. Its head was this big, its body was this big, it had just engorged itself on a tortoise.
Yuck. I'm sorry I asked. Your position is unchanged. Hi.
Hi. Okay, so I live downtown, and sometimes when I'm walking down the street, I will see people with their dick out, peeing. I've seen people take shits on the ground, just do the most heinous things ever. When I see these things, I do not divert my eyes. A poet must never divert their eyes. I stare right at them purposely. I can't stop doing. I have to look. I have to make eye contact. I have to look. I have to watch the shit come out of their ass. I have to watch them piss. And I don't know why, but I have to do it. It's an intrusive behavior. I can't stop it.
Fucking yes.
Yep.
Yes. You know what's beautiful about that? You know what's beautiful about that? I'll tell you what's beautiful about that. It's so small. This woman was stealing dead creatures from a zoo. This person has been stealing construction equipment for 2 decades. Someone out there released a Roman centurion's worth of horses. And you are the weirdest person here
Oh, thank you.
with a glance.
Thank you.
These are our final rankings. In 5, it's Dad's Zoo Formaldehyde. In position 4, Mike Johnson is hot. In 3, it's Stolen Ponies. And in number 2, it's Street Cone Klepto. And in number one, Intrusive Street Piss Watcher. You are keeping Portland weird, and we all thank you for it.